Hey, what's up guys? It's Haley and I am a freshman at Azusa Pacific University, and I just thought I would give some advice from a freshman to a freshman, just some things that I guess I would have wanted to know, or things that I've learned throughout the year. I know that I was looking for videos like these while I was going into my freshman year, and so I thought I would just share some of that information with you. The number one thing I would say is get a planner. I don't care if you didn't use one in high school, you will and you need to use one now if you don't use it. P.S. If you hear people, it's because there's my window's open and there's people always outside just yelling. I got one from Target. Everybody likes them differently, but you need to write assignments down, you need to write down when you have exams and when you have papers due, and it can all get out of hand. And so if you don't have a planner, it really, you miss things. And when you miss things here, it's you're missing a 200-point assignment, not you're missing, oh, a 5-point homework thing that I forgot to do. It's not the same. So get a planner. Number two, which you're gonna hear over and over and over again, is talk to your professors. 100%, your life will be better if you talk to your professors. While you're in class, ask questions. When you're out of class, ask questions. Email your professors if you have an issue. The reality is that your professors are not as scary as you think they are. They just aren't. They are normally pretty nice. A lot of them are nicer than my high school teachers. A lot of them are more understanding. If for example, today I had an assignment that I didn't turn in a while ago, and I thought I did and I didn't, and I talked to my professor and she goes, oh, just resubmit it. You might get a point taken off, but something's better than nothing. And I was like, great, thank you. And that was just kind of how it went. But if I didn't ask, then I wouldn't have gotten, so just talk to your professors, create a relationship with them. Eventually you're going to have to ask for recommendations, and those professors might be that person that you need for a recommendation. So create relationships with your professors. It'll just make life easier. And then this is just kind of overall advice, but start out from the beginning having the mindset that you want to do well in school. Get good grades, because honestly it matters. And I know I went throughout high school kind of thinking why do grades matter, and now I just had the completely different outlook on things. I'm a psychology major, and I happen to be a major where I need to do well in my undergrad because I'm most likely going to go to grad school. I'm almost 100% sure that I'm going to grad school. So I have to get a good GPA. That's just the reality of the situation. And if I don't start off strong, then it's going to be really difficult for me to make it up later on. So just have the mindset going into school that you need to do well in school. Go to your classes, do well in your homework assignments, study for your tests, and know that the people around you are doing the same thing. Find, and if they aren't, then find people who are, because doing well in school really matters. So then I guess for some tips to having fun in college, I would say explore your city. Even if you're going someplace that's kind of near home, go do the things that you would have never done. I'm at a school in Azusa, which is about an hour from my house, and I'm doing things that I've never done before. We're about an hour from LA, and I've gone to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I've gone to Santa Monica, and I've done Pasadena, and there's so much to do. A lot of times you'll meet people who aren't from the area, so it's a great opportunity to go do those things that you would have never done, kind of going along with that, do the things that are the things at your school. So there's got to be places around your school that all the students go to. For us, there's a place called Donut Man, and it's right down the street, and that's just a thing that you do, and we've gone 5 times already this year, and best donuts you'll ever eat. Same thing with this place called Taco King, little taco shop, hole in the wall. Everybody at APU is required to go there. But just find the things that your school does and do them, because why not? Going along with that, when people, especially your freshman year, if anybody invites you anywhere, say yes. I mean, be safe, don't go someplace scary, but if anybody invites you anywhere, go with them. Just make friends and be open and have fun and just do fun things. Just for my mental health and my physical health was joining a gym. I was pretty active in high school, and I was on cheer, and I grew up playing soccer, so like I've just always lived an active lifestyle. So coming here, I like wasn't sure if I was gonna be living that same active lifestyle, but I wanted to. So I decided to join a gym. If you guys have I have a gym like right near my college that's pretty cheap, so I decided to invest in that. If you guys have a gym on campus that you're willing to go to, like go to the gym, find people who want to go to the gym with you, and like just figure it out. Because at first it can be scary of like trying to figure out what to actually do at the gym. The next section I have would be to like kind of things that have to do more with like your mental health and like your overall well-being at school. Kind of like I said earlier, be open with people. If you're going through a hard time, like a lot of, like almost 100% of the time, the person next to you is going through a hard time too. If you're missing home, if you are struggling in your classes and you just can't seem to get it together, and like, or you're mentally just like something is off and you can't figure out what it is, like just go talk to someone, because chances are they are going through the same thing that you are. And you just have to be the first person to talk about it. I remember like the beginning of the school year talking about missing home and feeling weird here and not quite fitting in, and people around me being like, I didn't know other people felt that way. So you just have to say something, because if you're like, be the first person to say something, and then you form a deeper relationship that way, and that's how you form better friendships. The other thing too is, like, if you miss home, go home. Like, it's okay to miss your mom and call her. It's okay to go home spontaneously for the day just because. So go home if you want to. Like, that's okay. But don't go home too much. Like, especially at the beginning of the year, try to create some distance. Spend the weekends here. Get to know people. But if you need it, then it's okay. It's okay to go home. Another thing that I have is don't let relationships be at the end of the world. You're still new here. I've had to learn this, and it has been difficult, but like, friendships aren't the end of the world. You've only known them for less than a year, and the reality is like new friendships will form eventually, and like it'll be okay. Don't ruin relationships, but if a relationship ends, like, even if it's messy, like, don't let that rule your life. Just kind of pick yourself up and move on. But try to find a group of people who you can confide in. Try to find a group of people who's not necessarily like, who's separate of a friend group. In my world, that's a small group. In your world, that might be a club that you're a part of, or just something else that's separate of your friends and separate of your life, that you're kind of able to go to them and kind of breathe and be like, okay, like, I don't have to perform in front of you guys. I don't have to be anybody else but myself in front of you. So yeah, for me, again, that was a small group, and that's a specific for my situation. Go into everything with the attitude that it's going to be great. Like, go try new things. Go to the football games. Go to that event that you want to go to a class, and go into the attitude that it's going to be fantastic and you're going to have the best time and just have fun with it. And even if it's not great, then at least you know you tried. Like, have a good laugh with your friends. Be like, well, that was stupid. I'm never doing that again. Like, that's okay. If something is stupid, then you don't have to go again. But at least try it once, and try it with all of your heart. I just know people who have, like, gone into things and they're like, this is going to be stupid, and then they hated it. But, like, if you go into it thinking, this could be great, then it might actually be great, and you might be able to find something that you love. For me, I went on a rock climbing expedition thing, like, and I went into with the attitude, like, I'm just gonna go, and if whatever comes out of it will be great. It was fun while I went, and I don't regret going, but I wouldn't go again necessarily. So just, that's how you find your passions. And then the last thing that I would have to say is, be okay with the fact that you're rediscovering yourself. so much of your life is going to change. You're moving, you're leaving your family, you're finding new friends, you're eating new foods, and your whole life is changing. You're learning at a level that you've never been educated at. Like, there is so much that's going to change, and you just have to be okay with the fact that it's changing and that you need to find yourself wherever life is taking you. It's going to be scary. You're not going to figure it out. I haven't figured it out, but like, be open to the change, or else it'll be just so tough. Like, you just have to be okay with the fact that life is changing, and keep a journal. That's something else that I would say is like, as your life is changing, you're gonna want to remember it. So I keep a journal. I don't journal it in every day, but I write big updates, and when I'm bored, I'll write in it, and just I keep it so that one day I'm able to look back and be like, wow, I was such a different person then, and I've grown so much. And it's just kind of helped me process through some emotions as well. But overall, freshman year is fun, and it's crazy, and it's a lot, but it's almost over, and I like can't believe how fast it went by. I'm really excited for next year, and I can't wait to be a sophomore, and I'm going to South Africa, and it's gonna be insane, and I'm living with new people, and it's just gonna be fun. But have really enjoyed freshman year, and these are just a few things that I have learned from this year, and I kind of wish someone else had told me before I started my freshman year. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Give me that like or subscribe. Also, let me know if you want to see workout videos or a day in the life or anything like that. But I'll see you guys later.